All right, so I have cut another 3 of these pieces. I'm not too sure why everything's looking a little crooked. Maybe it's just my eyes. So I've cut another 3 of these, so I've got 5 on each side, so it gives you 10, 20 photos, which is quite a few, plus these little guys on the side. And then I had always thought somewhere along the line I wanted to make some sort of closure. So I've cut a piece to 3/4 of an inch, and I'm just going to pick up my scoreboard. It's 12 inches. The pages are 11 inches, so I'm going to make it just slightly smaller. So I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, okay? And then on this end, I'm going to score at 11 3/8. All right. Just dropped it on the floor, so let's pick it up again. Okay, so folding this side over, we're going to create a belly band. So the one side is 1/2 inch, the other side is 5/8 of an inch. And if I measure it, it should now fit between that gap, which it does. So I'm just going to prep it because this is part 1 of our closure. And then using these awful scissors, I'm just going to actually trim that little excess piece off because I don't need it. And then from the score line, I'm just taking literally, I don't even know if it's a whole millimeter, so that when you fold it over, it just takes that little edge away and you don't see it. Okay, so I'm doing it on both sides. This side didn't even come off. Okay, it's off now. Right, so that's my little belly band closure formed. Now I'm going to grab my my scoreboard again, and I've cut this piece to 2 inches by 1 1/4 inches. So I'm putting the 2-inch side up, and I'm going to score. This piece is 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to score at just over, so it's the next one. 3/4 is there, so it's going to be 7/8 of an inch, and then I'm going to score again at 7/8 of an inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I've cut this piece a little bit too short. So I've scored at 3/8 and 7/8 of an inch and 7/8 of an inch, and what I'm creating is a little sleeve, which I'm going to add to this, and just make sure that it moves freely. Okay, so it's cool because I can fit either some glue. Let's just glue it. Just going to glue it closed. You're not going to see this. So in this instance, I'm definitely using my glitter glue because it dries so quickly. Okay, so I've created my little sheath, and this is going to fit on here. So I'm putting the closed side down. All I wanted to be able to do is move freely. I'm going to attach firstly the piece at the top, and I want the piece at the top, I want it to be able to move really freely. Okay, so there it is there. And then I'm going to attach the piece at the bottom. But before I attach the piece at the bottom, I want this to stop. So let me show you, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going to attach that to this. I want there to be a stopper to stop this from going too far down, because if it goes too far down, it's not going to keep this closed. Okay, so I am going to add some extra double-sided tape, probably about, from the score line, I'm going to measure up about 1 inch. So there it is there. And I'm going to add about 1 inch worth of tape. So I've really struggled with this album. I think it's because I just haven't felt my like 100%. So I'm going to close that over. Okay, and then I'm going to remove that piece of tape, and I am going to make sure, so I could have had this one down a little bit, but it's stuck already. Okay, now this should stop. You see it's formed a stopper there because I put that extra piece of tape. I'm now going to attach this to Life is Better at the Beach. So let's do it. Let's use the 3/4 inch tape, because remember this is 7/8 of an inch, so it's 1/8 bigger. Let's just add this here. Okay, so I've got it down the bottom, and I'm going to add this, making sure that it's stuck. I could actually, right, I was hoping that it would be a little bit more secure. I might have to put a second, see, so it would fit there and keep the photos down. I might need to put another piece of tape to stop it going down as far as it is. It's going a little bit too far down. So let's just try our hardest to get this little piece of tape. It's a little bit big, so let's cut it down. Let's get it in there. Okay, so at the moment it's still got the release paper on. Managed to get it in. It might be a little bit high now, but rather that than low. Let's just get our fingers in there, stick it down, and now when it's down, it creates a stopper, so it's going to keep it closed. We could even go a little bit further. Alright, but it should finish off about there. So we've now got this little belly band. Let's just check at the top. It moves right up to the top, and we can flip through our photos. When we're done, we can just slide it down and it will slide in place. And what I'm hoping is that once this is got photos on, it will fill this out and it will hold it better. I'm a bit worried about the top here, that it's not sealing. Well, it hasn't sealed as much as it should. So yeah, Life is Better at the Beach. Also, while I've got this video going, I just want to show you, I had also cut, I was going to put these on here, but I think it's going to hamper the mechanism. These have got tape on, and I did move them to the side so that this could run freely. Let's see if it will run freely. Actually, yeah, it's going to get caught, I think. Alright, well, let's just leave it there for now. Alright, and then also, while we at it, on this side, I've added happiness as a sunset and a seashore. So I've just added that inside there. This is now becomes your closure. And then on this side over here, I have added, let's just show you quickly, I've added another strip of the wavy paper. And then I have cut some of these, and I've got the little chipboard accent there. And inside here, I have stuck this down. I stuck only the two sides like so, and so there's space to add something underneath. I'm not sure if that's what's going to be underneath, but it's ready for now. Okay, so I just don't think, oh, then I've added the little strip like I said on top here. So just showing you now that you've got the tuck spots as well as the belly band. So I will have something underneath with the belly band. I'm wondering whether we need to seal these as well, but we'll come back to that. I've shown you that one. And I have just done the photo frame here. I haven't done the inside of this one. All right, so that's the update so far.